Jersey Devil.
Right, applying
You tricked
force.
me yet again. Yeah, I mean, landing weight. That's not gonna cause weight. You gotta give it a little push.
Well,
is all.
To give them credit, they kind of gave you that mechanic with that TNT. You glided down, you didn't fall down.
Yeah. And I want to point this out. We did that entire thing to get from the dock to the boat. That was right there. It's the only reason we went through that entire area, or freed Nuke the Gorilla, or any of that. And now that we're on the boat, I guess, let's keep this gravy train rolling. Let's... An R barrel, but you're not surrounded by the KNA and big K barrels. Could this mechanic finally get interesting? Also, there's the SS Bros with a cargo hold container just kind of jutting out the side of it. I like they put in the detail of putting in more ships surrounding the ship, but if you're gonna half-ass it, I mean, you're gonna really half-ass it. And also, because we have to push those boxes and barrels in order, I'm looking for a K barrel. This is not it, though. And here's the big K barrel, where everything will finally culminate in, and it better be worth it. Also, I never showed this off because I'm such an expert player of the game, but if you press the barrels out of order, they all respawn. Yeah. Also, there's something throwing barrels at me. It is a, not a monkey, because monkeys barrels. It's a dockworker rat. And also, every other suspended box we could just hit down with our tail. This one, we need a button. We need to press this button to activate it. And the button actually doesn't press, as you would think it was, because it has previously done so, where you press it and the thing happens. We stand on it, and it moves down. But we're being constantly barraged with barrels, so we can't stand on the button for too long. And we need to stand on the button with constant force in order to successfully complete the puzzle. So we have to dodge the barrel, step back on the button, which has a really long delay of pressure time, and I think it's stuck. Okay, that was just enough pressure to keep it pressed down. Ooh, A. I need the N barrel next.
That's interesting, because any other game would just give you some kind of a weight to push over it.
Yeah! Jersey Devil. Oh, also, that box was so fragile, it just dissipated once it hit the steel of this cargo hold. It's just more crates. There's plenty of room up there for more crates. And plenty of room down here for more crates. Okay, so that's K. I don't remember if I pressed an N barrel down there. Probably not. Now that we've actually got this barrel down, we can get slightly closer to that rat. If he doesn't knock me down with his, He's actually throwing the barrels with his hook hand. Really? Oh, also no smoking. Behavior interactive on the cutting edge of edutainment. Also, because he's got the same animations as the previous barrel throwing enemies, just with a rat model, he sounds like that. And there's a seagull up there. There is a seagull up there. Oh, there's the end. Okay, so just ARF, and I should get out of here. Note that I am collecting K and ARF 2 times at the same time. Also, that is clearly a hole in the floor. If I just find out what I need to drop on it, or what button I need to press. Aha, a winch. I think those are winches? No, that's just the model of the winch. That always confuses me. If it's not entirely apparent, I am least familiar with the sewer port levels because it is so late in the game. That's the way the games work. You play a game, you lose interest more often halfway through the game rather than at the end of the game. So if you start up a save, get halfway through the game thousands of times, you remember all the other stuff better. Also, the box went back up. I was a fool to think it would stay down for too long. But I do think there is a letter at the top of it, so if I just jump on... Oh, it goes back up when I step on it, does it not? It does. I'm not that unknowledgeable. Of course, we have to do that for that letter there. you can clearly see the draw distance on that platform is gone, but as soon as we get over there, there'll be a grate blocking that A. And the draw distance on the A is actually further than that of the grate blocking the A, so we know it's down there ahead of time. I've got KNAR barrels, or KNA barrels. I don't know if I should press the F or not. Okay, I heard a success noise, which gives me the N. So I collected KNARF to get KNARF, rather than collect KNARF and then go collect KNARF again. Thank you for keeping it fresh and interesting behavior interactive. And don't tell me I gotta stand on that switch again to get to the end of the level. Also, we can't knock down this bridge. It wouldn't help much because the bridge is so short and the pier is so high, which I think was the opposite way around when we were standing on the deck. I think that's some interesting perspective that I've got going on here. But they couldn't reach shore with that bridge. Also, I want to point out, I know we're in the ocean and we're docked. Why aren't we rocking at all? This is the calmest sea I've ever seen. I ever did see. And that's the SS Bosco over there.
That lovely New Jersey weather, I guess.
Yes, it's very tranquil, the ocean. It's so swimmable. And if we just get into the smokestack, we will be incinerated alive, and then we won't have to do any more of this game. Or so I hope.
You'll never catch me.
I'm beginning to suspect that he is out of taunts and jabs, and he's just repeating himself at this point. Just a hunch. Okay, that smokestack led to a bumpy cage floor and an astronaut door, which slowly opens to reveal we are inside of a new looking area, which I'm so thankful at this point just to see a new looking area. We're inside the boat, and instead of pressing winches and buttons, we're flipping switches.
Switching it up.
But I'm not I'm not complaining. Also, inside the boat, there is water, which defeats the purpose of a boat. And much like the sewer section, there are water jets to knock us into the water. But this water is blue, so it's not completely the same. Color-coded pipes. The red ones spray water, blue ones do not. And this time we're just going to be floating over TNT boxes while we collect some more stuff. I guess this is the TNT water they keep on the boats for aesthetic purposes. Maybe this is where the Navy crew members spend their time for like breaks and stuff. They come here and throw the TNT in the water. Also, there are rats on shore. They can't hurt us down here, or else they would knock us into the water, blowing off a TNT box into more water. But because they can't come out here, we're safe for now. Now we're completely in danger. Also, now it really looks like a ship because they threw in a fire extinguisher behind glass. That attention to detail is astounding. Also, no smoking by these pipes, by the way. And since the K door is right up there, and the only thing left here is enemies, I'm going to assume that we have to kill some enemies to get the remaining tokens. But these are the different rats. These are the monkey's trail rats. Wait a second. The previous level was where the monkey was being stored. So he had to go through that section, not this one. So that would actually be the trail the monkey took. The monkey didn't have anything to do with this. He didn't follow us. Unless we're going to go all the way back to Africa, which I sincerely doubt. Maybe in the sequel. The New African Devil. But instead, we're going to sit around and hit rats 20 times.
Well, can't you just cheese it?
You would think, but also, at this point, these are not mutants from Knarf, because they're not vegetables. So either these are the crewmen, or he's branching out and
Hiring foreigners? It would make sense. They're on a ship.
Yeah. Also, I guess lab rats kind of thing. He's a scientist, has experiments. Also, there's a TNT box, or a nitro box I missed. Can't leave any of these behind. I hope I don't get hit by the water. Also, no smoking by these pipes. Also, you can't jump over the water. It hits you above the actual hitbox. Oh, and also there's a red siren, so you know. Also, no smoking by the red siren.
No smoking in a smokestack.
I like how I walked up to the door and unlocked it. The entire level behind it just loaded. Right before my eyes. Thank you, Jersey Devil. Also, the level changed. The music changed to the museum. This sounds more like something I found in a cutscene, actually. I think this is in a cutscene. They're using music that's not even from the game itself. It's all the incidental music. Also, we've got timing, jumping, platforming puzzles, much like the Candy Factory. And ducking puzzles. I think I'm supposed to duck under this spiky... This is what the inside of a ship looks like, by the way. If you were wondering how a ship moves through the ocean with its motor and stuff, it's all this. If I can just ignore this rat for the best of my abilities, I can't. I was falling to my doom already, but I did get stuck around long enough to get hit by that spiky metal. It's really bulky, so I don't think it would impale me too much. It's just more the fact that it's in the way. I mean, if it was a solid pipe, it would do the same exact thing. Also, if I don't kill this rat, this gets very difficult, because he knocks me off in one hit, and I have to wait for the timing of 2 different objects in order to make it across that gap. And I get placed back here each time, and it's a very tedious level, and it makes me miss the mazes. Okay, no it doesn't. Nothing makes me miss the mazes. But this is the kind of unfair difficulty that the game is dripping with from this point to the end of the game. Also, I hit the rat while jumping across that gap. I think that was pretty nice. A smooth move of my own there. Okay, let's see if I'm invulnerable enough to make it across this gap. Yes! Just wait for the platforms to raise and lower them. There's also a bunch of chains floating around, but those are scenery only. You can't swing from them. They serve no purpose. Also, the timing for these is way off. I think I had to jump that, not duck that. So I hope you like waiting around. So if you wanted to join the Navy, this would be an adequate training video for you, I think. Oh no! Don't worry, it's okay. I have the gliding power. Sometimes. I mean, if I got hit recently, I just fall to my death. Okay, let's crouch this time. Hey, I cleared it. And now the platforms spin a lot faster, and sometimes through the other platforms. And even though this one doesn't actually reach to the other end of this platform here, I'm guessing its hitbox will. Ooh, a checkpoint. Ignoring that rat, because there's a checkpoint. Ignoring that rat, because it takes 10 hits to kill. And eventually, I'm sure this level is going to make up for all of its past indiscretions. Oh, more of the same platforms? With the same texture, floating in different directions? When is this going to end? Also, they don't make it entirely clear which direction you're supposed to go into next, and the draw distance is so bad you can't see for yourself, so most of the time you're going to have to wait twice. One time to look one direction, one time to look the other one. And this platform is falling, and I didn't kill me, and we're on the other side of the boat. So if you ever wanted to get from one side of the boat to the other as a crewman, I hope that you have a key to one of the texture doors from before. Finally, we have a new enemy type. Sadly, they are not interesting.
Was that an octopus?
That was an octopus.
It had 4 legs.
Yep. That would be the quadrupus. Maybe it's supposed to be. It's not. It's not supposed to be a squid. Because squids don't look like octopi. I'm sorry, octopuses. And I really hope that there are 2 more nitro boxes in this area, because I'm not doing it again. Also, the barrels are moving around again, and there aren't KNRF to collect, or are there? Oh. Actually, there are. It doesn't look like it, but it is. And there's no way to actually get to those barrels in the ocean without dying. And I think if you die, they all respawn. So the change up for this area is you have to throw the TNT boxes at the barrels. The distance for which you throw the barrel or the TNT boxes does not vary. So there's no way of controlling it. You just have to keep doing it until you determine how far away you should stand. And it's as tedious as it sounds. A good game, your distance would automatically track to how far away it is. As long as you're aiming in the right direction, it should be okay. And there's the last nitro box, so we're good. Also, I need to do these in order, so I don't need this TNT box just yet. I'm going to throw it as far away from those other 3 barrels as possible as not to reset the K barrel. Also, there's a hostage here. His winch is surrounded by submerged barrels, which I'm not quite sure how that works. I think if air will raise your barrel up, it can't raise it up like halfway. It's either all the way up or all the way down. Okay, let's see. If I accidentally hit the R, there's going to be hell to pay. No, I just completely misjudged the distance. I wish I could have some practice throws. I wish I didn't have to walk back and forth to pick up these TNT boxes, which don't respawn immediately every time, all the time. Hey, with a bounce, I got it. And now R and F, and this section will be over, I'm sure. I've got all of the nitro. There's nothing else left. There's a second hostage right there. I think that's the second hostage. That better be the second hostage right there. Also, I'm standing nowhere near this R barrel. I hope you like barrels that are uninhibited by water, because you're going to be seeing a lot of it, looks like. I think that clipped right through the R barrel, as a matter of fact. Maybe if I stand right here. I mean, it kind of looks like they're designating me to stand there. No. I think I'm coming up short. Let me try this side. Maybe if I stand right on the edge, I'll actually hit it. Nah. Nah, I gotta try to get fancy with it. And, this should be the last toss, and let's see what this actually benefited us. We blew up KNRF so we could collect KNRF just sitting right there. Also, we could have jumped to this barrel to begin with, but the KNRF wasn't there. Also, I like all the sound effects just being on top of each other right there for those collection sounds. Okay, that's 2 hostages, all the nitro boxes. That's everything. That is literally everything in this game. If we go through here, the credits will roll. I hope. Let's see, we are at a total of 90-something%? 89%. We haven't even got to the last 10% of the game. Which I think is all one level. Yeah. Okay, so, what have we got for us?
How did you get in here?
A repeated audio clip. 2 repeated audio clips from the FMVs. Accompanied with some lazy animation, and an octopus boss who we can't actually fight. And though I have never seen a single James Bond movie, it's giving me a James Bond movie vibe, this arena. There's probably something like it in some type of reference to it that I saw at some point, and I'm looking forward with all of my heart to being corrected in the comment section. Also, we're fighting a lot of baby octopuses. I think that one just fell down, and I hope he killed himself once he falls down, rather than being stuck down there forever. Because if not, we can't actually get on with this fight. You'll notice there's a boss meter, so they're not trying to hide the fact that there's going to be a boss here. Just there's no discernible way to kill him. We don't have to pick up a TNT box and throw it at a glass window and... No. We just kill octopuses. Which I'm confident are baby octopuses now at this point. Also, they don't just explode, their heads shrink and explode, which is a rare instance of effort being thrown into the animations. Despite how bad they look, how their tentacles don't really come together at the folds, you can clearly see their different polygons. And there's no boss fight music. I hope once the boss shows up there'll be some atmosphere. And Jesus Christ, that is a lot of baby octopuses. We get it. We're harming the babies. Okay, there we go. There's the ma. Also, there are a lot of holes in this floor, which is underwater, but the surface level for the water underneath these floors is lower than sea level. I call shenanigans. Also, it's really difficult to hurt this boss. Not just because it keeps ducking. When we get hit by a tentacle, we automatically face the tentacle and can't aim towards the head, and automatically throw the TNT box. Also, I'm one hit away from being killed. And it did 2 damage while I was in my death cutscene, so that's great. If I can just pick up this box while being hit. And also, it has tons of invulnerability frames. The giant head does. The tentacles are invulnerable all of the time. And by the looks of things, it's going to take about 12 TNT boxes to actually kill him. I've got 4 up on him now. And I don't think there's a second phase to the boss fight. I just gotta time my picking up of the TNT boxes to when my invincibility frames are on. And that should pretty much be slim pickings from there on out. Until he dodges my attacks. Which I don't think he does with greater frequency as the fight goes on. I think I can take just as many hits as he can, which doesn't make sense for him being a giant octopus.
It looks like he's hitting himself half the time anyways. That's kinda...
Yeah. It's like he's so lonely being the only giant octopus he has to give himself 5.
We are still on a boat, aren't we?
Yeah. We are in the world's biggest boat.
With holes. It's
Yeah.
practical.
Mm-hmm.
And, Knarf did just jump down a hole that leads to underwater, right?
He had a helicopter, a submarine helicopter waiting at the bottom of the fall, I'm gonna guess.
And Knarf's only minion is Dennis, who can't drive.
Right. He had it parked there. He came up just to throw out those repeated lines, and then went back down. It's like he had to be down here. What was he managing his baby octopus count? Oh, Jesus Christ, that was going to be the end of him. Okay, there we go. And he dies, and I blow up the entire boat, which I am on. So even if I could survive the explosion, I would clearly drown. But I've got vengeance to deal out. I don't even understand it at this point. But Jersey Devil is entirely buff now. I don't think he gets any more buff than that. But we're still missing 4 hostages. 2 of which are in the secret level. And 2 of which, I'm guessing, lie at the end of this rocket. Not that rocket. Not this rocket. That rocket right there.